show you how to yell. Hello everyone, welcome to this episode of Steve's Horse Show. Today, I have a co-host. Introduce yourself. Which name do you want? What do you want? Grassy? Today we have Grassy as our co-host. That is her new self-proclaimed nickname, and she wants to be called that, so we're going to call her Grassy. And I also have Nikki here, and Nikki's last name is Torturo?
Torturo.
Torturo.
And Nicole Torturo.
There's only one way you're gonna get through it. When she starts to twist, be more like crisp.
Torturo. I can't get it down. We're going to talk a little bit about the barrel horse industry and training horses in general, but specifically around barrels. Nikki, tell me a little bit about what you do from training and on into like finished horses.
Okay. Well, a lot of times we like to buy our colts as 2-year-olds, unbroke 2-year-olds, and then Kevin and myself will start them, get them going. Brooklyn's doing a little sidebar here. But we'll get them going. We'll start hauling them. I'll train them on barrels. And then we basically start hauling them. Seasoning them is a huge part of getting them ready for their next home and anybody that buys them. So we'll go anytime we can. Like tonight, we're going to go to a barrel race and just bring out the babies.
Right.
Let them look around, haul them, try to get them going.
And you're going to your uncle's too?
Right. Yeah, it's my brother's house that we're going to tonight, so that's where we're going. Broccoli soup is one of my older horses that she likes to ride, so that's what she's telling you about. But basically our focus on taking these colts to exhibition tonight is in November and December there's big barrel races called slot races. You'll run for $100,000, you pay a $5,000 entry fee.
Is that kind of like your focus?
That's what we're getting ready for.
You know what I mean?
Yes,
Gotcha.
and you kind of know pretty quick what you have, I think.
How do you tell the difference between, strictly off of time, or do you do like, they have a slow time, but they have the most potential, or how do you?
So I don't base anything off of time this early on. I go off how trainable they are, how willing they are, and just that they're getting better. As long as they keep getting better and better and better, that's the goal. Right now, you don't really want to be pushing them too hard. At least I don't. I just want them to be solid and consistent.
Right.
And you can always build on solid and consistent.
With as much like technique and stuff as there is, and like barrel, I guess like technique, I don't know what else to call it, but like as much like that as you can practice and stuff like that, how much do you think like genetics plays in as far as like 10%, 50%, 80%? How much do you think genetics plays in a good barrel horse?
I think it's pretty important.
Because that's the that is something you need to like.
Every
address.
discipline has a certain bloodline.
Right.
Bloodlines. There's several that they probably prefer. So it's not like I would go buy a reining horse and think that's like
crossover.
Right. I mean they can do it. Don't get me wrong. But I'm going to go look for a Dash to Fame or something bred.
If you had to put a percentage on it, what do you think?
I'm going to say breeding is 70%, and then they have to have a good mind and willing ability.
After that, there's
other things.
Right.
Okay, hold on. But the bloodlines is why we buy them. We go, like, that's the first thing that's going to catch my eye, how the horse is bred. And then I also look at how they're put together.
Right.
Their conformation. Everybody wants the perfect trapezoid.
Right.
All that. I kind of vary from that a little bit. I like one with a little bit longer of a back because they seem to fit my training style a little better. So I think everybody has their own likes and dislikes.
Right. What do you think? Do you think you do anything that either in training or anything like that with horses, I guess? Do you think you do anything that is like somewhat controversial or something like that other people might not agree with? Not like agree with, but you know what I mean? Like they might have a different. Do you think you have anything that somebody might have a different opinion on?
I don't know. I know that I've heard a lot of people don't start their horses on the pattern at a walk, but I do. And I do a lot of trotting up and then walking around the barrels and circling them. And I don't know if a lot of people do that, but I do.
That's good or bad.
Well, it works for me.
Right.
I stay slow for a long time.
Gotcha.
So that's just what works for me, is having my horses go slow, I just want them to be solid. And I don't leave the house until they're perfect here.
Right.
At least that's the goal.
Is there anything you've done, like, for a certain amount of time that you trained a certain style or you did something a certain way and then you've changed your mind on now?
Yeah. So just the style that I train my horses, and I think it's more changing with the times because everybody's changing, everybody's getting
environment change than
better.
Can I tell you 1 second? Hold on.
This is so boring. Are you bored up here?
Do you want out?
Do you want down? You out of here?
You want to go over with Dad? No.
And what do you think you've changed that is different than you used to?
Oh, so I basically just changed the way that I train my horses, and it's really just in the way that I position them to go around the barrels, what I thought was correct, and what now I know makes my horses a little faster.
Right.
But I think everybody's evolving, so it was kind of like changing with the times, but
Right.
it's hard to change with the times though, because you're used to doing it one way. So it took a while,
Right.
and I didn't think it was right.
Right.
We've trained a lot of horses right now that are out there, winning on the pro circuit and
Right.
stuff. So it's pretty exciting.
14, 8, 9, 4. Look at that. 14, 8, 9, 4. New leader. Fastest time of the weekend. Nice run, Nicole.
Do it when that whistle
Celery sticks and carrots for life. Watch her.